Hello and welcome back to the BT Plays Hatoful Boyfriend. We're on the fourth class of the Bad Boys Love ending of Hatoful Boyfriend. Let's find out now what's going on with the hatch and why people are shot as soon as they go outside the school. Hiyoko's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The grey dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students, shot dead if they try to escape. What's going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we've figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. Have the birdies lost hope? We return to the maintenance office and explain outside. What? We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside to Mr. One. Okay, that one I didn't fuck up. I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. Oh shit! It's Leone JB! I'm Leone JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. That ain't no dove. I've heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates for living in harmony with humans, correct? Why, my clicky no may go. You are well informed, young one. It's a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving politics today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that's not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at this school, so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen and has happened. Wait a minute, are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations? It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. But even welcome Tosaka as a representative. I can't confirm or deny it. But there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open? Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The human representative. This is talking about Tosaka, no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Hiyoko is to die? So her death was connected to the dome after all, and the important part is the final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Hiyoko, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all! So, this is the true face of her enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the last 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take it all in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge, and then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. The student who got shot when he flew out the hatch, there were already humans waiting outside there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So, the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago. Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tangle with a labelle. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours, then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours, or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not, I mean it. We found the connection between Hyoko's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go out now. We have to solve this problem before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful? What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is! Though Hatoful just meant heartful. I thought Hatoful just meant heartful. I suspect that we'll find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right? It was probably just something important. It was probably something important, given that it was locked in the file. Indeed, I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into it in the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tosaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape, which meant that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right. Let's look at the school documents, then. I'm not the only Dove agent at this school. I'm sure the other will help you, too. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps? We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is, then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Precisely. What with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it's all... I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome. No doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Tosaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the blood-stained bird. Right. That's decided, then. We'll go to the library and read up on the school's history, and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? We're gonna go to the library, because learning is important. The library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library is a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Forgetting my accent again. Really? Clicking outside the box like a motherfucking champion. Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just anybody can look at them. They're probably somewhere in the back, then. How dull. Come, let us search. Right. Books, and none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty encycl... That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, that's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeonation's history. It's not back here with the large volumes, so maybe it's a smaller book? It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier, there's an emergency going on. You can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Keep looking there, and you'll never find them. So you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. I know those eyes. They stare at me while birdseed is eaten. You can only get them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nageki. Really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawada. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking to the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre melodrama. What is he talking about? Nageki's standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes? Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. Does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said, too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Why wasn't Sakuya smacking us about the face? Request-only books. This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. Pigeonations. This... Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school same year, Ichijo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster. 2810? That's much more recent than I'd thought. Only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there any real clue here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2180... Now my decades are getting confused. 2183 medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact name, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him. Which means he's a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. Tu dis de balivernes. Tu dis de balivernes. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it, but I think he knew something. If he's the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawada. Yeah. We don't rely on spooky scaries. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always around. He always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. Spooky, scary. The blood-stained bird, Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... Don't I know somebody like that? Vague as always. We do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember something, remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya's still in there? Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them, however. He did say he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what's said is true, then he was lying. Which means the doctor was lying too. Very well. Interrogate the birds. Yuya! Salutations! How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh. I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Why no clicky click? Nope. Sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes! No, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going into the infirmary. Not going... Wait. Reread important sentences. Besides, he said he saw the bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. Who's got surprise face? Not me. Where do we... The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed, where is it? That's the problem. I'd never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here, then, assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings. Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. Guide me, peasant! This is it. Doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door is locked. Then shall we break it down? You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What? What did I say? Don't worry about it. Clicky click. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. F the system. Break down all the doors. Cough cough. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as the main building. We even reused the same background. Bah! Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little bit more. Look, this door has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are, archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library, too. A bunch of old encyclopedias. Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding, and in the place of Volume 9, there's an extra copy of Volume 6. Look, there's a copy of Volume 6 has a library sticker on it. That copy does. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with Volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of Volume 9, but maybe we should go and see... go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library, provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the conference room and continue our investigation at the medical center. We've searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're looking for. The stairs into the basement. Apparently the fire closed the building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest. Which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. It isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing in the headmaster's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Oh god! Did you hear something? Is it the men? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end and concrete all around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Run! Yes. Run away and save your life. Stop! Ah, it's here! Wait, calm down, Kawada. It's small. That's what she said. So it is. Too small to be the Scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel! I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Texoris Melodia Funeris. Who, me? Good for you, Kawada. He came all this way to give you a title. That's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Texorius Melodia Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then, So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judecca, come! Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel has appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryota takes 24 damage. Did you know this was a battle thing? Now we're fighting. What shall we do? Well, he just called us the Undertaker, so let's Deathbringer. Also, check out how bitchin' this music is. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how lovely it is. Fine compositions in Hatoful Boyfriend. Beautiful piano line. And yet some nice metal rock in the back. Alright, enough. Angel takes 60 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken. End rando battle scene. Huh? I'm shocked, Kawada, to think that even you would go along with that farce. Well, he disrupted my territory. I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You, Luzon, what did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be the prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores. A new variety of what the heck are you talking about? That was a weird sentence. Perhaps you should explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That this is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth allured by the candle's light, Luzon. No, I am the stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal. That blood-stained chest is just the bleeding heart's plumage the way the blooming heart's plumage looks. Might be time to stop soon. I'm having trouble reading. I'm sure you guys love the bloopers. It's probably really frustrating. What is it, Kawada? Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think this is maybe the blood-stained stranger San was? Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal, and following the demon spores. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the Tree of Blight, Tree of Blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it in words we understand. Hallowed Magician of White, you anger now. Is it the power of the demon spores? It is the power of the demon spores. Everything's a question now. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary. I knew it! I think we need to talk to you. Come! And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him. Cuckoo! This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within. Edelblau? Who's that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Tosaka Hyoko. Hyoko went in? What? Hyoko was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said no one came. And nothing happened. They're lying. Oh, my friends, it's the end of the 4th class. I will wish you adieu before we venture forth into the next episode of Hatoful Boyfriend by BT PhD. Later, my friends. Adieu.